J'en ai bien besoin.
I really need it. I really need it.
J'en ai marre.
I'm fed up. I'm fed up.
Vous avez une voiture?
Do you have a car? Do you have a car?
Oui, j'en ai une.
Yes, I've got one. Yes, I've got one.
Si on allait au cinéma?
What about going to the cinema? What about going to the cinema?
Il pleut. Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire?
It's raining. What are we going to do? It's raining. What are we going to do?
Je travaille trop. Je suis stressé et déprimé.
I work too much. I'm stressed and depressed. I work too much. I'm stressed and depressed.
Vous faites griller les steaks?
Are you grilling the steaks? Are you grilling the steaks?
Vous voulez de la tarte au citron?
Do you want tart au citron? Do you want tart au citron?
Prends ce papier journal.
Take this newspaper. Take this newspaper.
Venez avec nous.
Come with us. Come with us.
Partons à la plage.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach.
Laisse-les.
Leave them. Leave them.
Vas-y.
Go on. Go on.
Sois gentil.
Be good. Be good.
Soyez prêt à 8 heures.
Be ready at 8. Be ready at 8.
Vous faites quelle taille?
What is your size? What is your size?
Je fais du S.
I'm size small. I'm size small.
Je fais du 38.
I take size 38. I take size 38.
Moi, je préfère celle-là.
I prefer that one. I prefer that one.
Je préfère cela.
I prefer those. I prefer those.
Il y a 6 mois, je me suis cassé la jambe.
6 months ago, I broke my leg. 6 months ago, I broke my leg.
Je pars en vacances dans un mois.
I'm going on holiday in a month. I'm going on holiday in a month.
Il est assez stressé en ce moment.
He's quite stressed at the moment. He's quite stressed at the moment.
Il travaille trop.
He works too much. He works too much.
Je pense changer de travail.
I am thinking of changing jobs. I am thinking of changing jobs.
Je pense que tu as raison.
I think that you are right. I think that you are right.
Il veut rester à Paris.
He wants to stay in Paris. He wants to stay in Paris.
J'ai attendu le train pendant 4 heures.
I waited for the train for 4 hours. I waited for the train for 4 hours.
Elle écoute les informations tous les soirs.
She listens to the news every evening. She listens to the news every evening.
Il me parle souvent.
He talks to me often. He talks to me often.
Je te téléphone.
I'll phone you. I'll phone you.
Je vais vous expliquer.
I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to you.
Je pense qu'on devrait partir à minuit.
I think we should leave at midnight. I think we should leave at midnight.
Il faut que je passe un coup de fil.
I have to make a phone call. I have to make a phone call.
Il faut que je reste chez moi ce soir.
I have to stay in tonight. I have to stay in tonight.
Vous ne devez en parler à personne.
You mustn't tell anyone. You mustn't tell anyone.
Il faudrait que tu nous rendes visite.
You should come and visit us. You should come and visit us.
Il faudrait que je te donne mon numéro de portable.
I should give you my mobile number. I should give you my mobile number.
Est-ce qu'il faut amener quelque chose?
Do we have to bring something? Do we have to bring something?
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que tu fasses?
What do you have to do? What do you have to do?
Vous êtes déjà allé à Madrid?
Have you ever been to Madrid? Have you ever been to Madrid?
Vous restez combien de temps à Rome?
How long are you staying in Rome? How long are you staying in Rome?
Ça vous plaît, Dublin?
How do you like Dublin? How do you like Dublin?
Vous apprenez le français depuis combien de temps?
How long have you been learning French? How long have you been learning French?
Ça va, tu arrives à suivre?
Are you following the conversation? Are you following the conversation?
Est-ce que je parle trop vite?
Am I speaking too fast? Am I speaking too fast?
Vous préférez que je parle anglais?
Would you prefer it if I spoke English? Would you prefer it if I spoke English?
Vous voulez que je répète?
Would you like me to say it again? Would you like me to say it again?
Vous voulez que je parle moins vite?
Do you want me to speak more slowly? Do you want me to speak more slowly?
On pourrait partir en week-end.
We could go away for the weekend. We could go away for the weekend.
On pourrait faire les magasins.
We could go shopping. We could go shopping.
Vous êtes ici pour quelques jours?
Are you here for a few days? Are you here for a few days?
Enchanté.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you.
C'est très chargé ce soir.
It's very busy tonight. It's very busy tonight.
Je préférerais un café.
I'd rather have a coffee. I'd rather have a coffee.
J'aimerais mieux une glace au chocolat.
I'd rather have a chocolate ice cream. I'd rather have a chocolate ice cream.
On pourrait visiter le musée d'art.
We could visit the art museum. We could visit the art museum.
On pourrait manger au restaurant grec.
We could eat at the Greek restaurant. We could eat at the Greek restaurant.
On y va?
Shall we go? Shall we go?
On y va.
We're off. We're off.
Allez-y.
Go on. Go on.
Allons-y.
Let's go. Let's go.
Il fait gris.
It's cloudy. It's cloudy.
Il neige.
It's snowing. It's snowing.
Il y a du soleil.
It's sunny. It's sunny.
Il y a du vent.
It's windy. It's windy.
Il y a de la pluie.
It's raining. It's raining.
Il y a du brouillard.
It's foggy. It's foggy.
Il y a de l'orage.
It's stormy. It's stormy.
Tu as pair en forme.
You look well. You look well.
Tu n'as pas pair en forme.
You don't look well. You don't look well.
Vous allez bien?
Are you well? Are you well?
Je suis en forme.
I'm well. I'm well.
Je suis fatigué.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Je suis épuisé.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Je suis crevé.
I'm shattered. I'm shattered.
Je suis stressé.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
Je suis énervé.
I'm irritated. I'm irritated.
Il a l'air crevé.
He looks shattered. He looks shattered.
Tu as l'air malade.
You look ill. You look ill.
Je me sens en pleine forme.
I feel great. I feel great.
Tu devrais te reposer.
You should rest. You should rest.
Tu devrais essayer.
You should try. You should try.
Vous devriez manger moins.
You should eat less. You should eat less.
Je me suis fait mal au bras.
I've hurt my arm. I've hurt my arm.
Julie s'est cassé le bras.
Julie broke her arm. Julie broke her arm.
Je jouais au tennis.
I used to play tennis. I used to play tennis.
Il ne faisait vraiment pas beau.
The weather really wasn't good. The weather really wasn't good.
On était à Paris.
We were in Paris. We were in Paris.
Il est parti de bonne heure.
He left early. He left early.
J'étais le plus jeune.
I was the youngest. I was the youngest.
Je serai en Espagne la semaine prochaine.
I'll be in Spain next week. I'll be in Spain next week.
On pourrait aller à la piscine.
We could go to the swimming pool. We could go to the swimming pool.
J'aimerais bien passer vous voir.
I'd like to come and see you. I'd like to come and see you.
J'aimerais mieux aller au cinéma.
I'd rather go to the cinema. I'd rather go to the cinema.
Je devrais être libre vers 4 heures.
I should be free around 4 o'clock. I should be free around 4 o'clock.
Je viendrai bien avec vous.
I'd love to come with you. I'd love to come with you.
Je suis libre demain matin.
I'm free tomorrow morning. I'm free tomorrow morning.
S'il fait beau, nous irons à la plage.
If it's sunny, we'll go to the beach. If it's sunny, we'll go to the beach.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites de votre temps libre?
How do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time?
Je vais au cinéma.
I go to the cinema. I go to the cinema.
Je fais du tennis.
I play tennis. I play tennis.
Elle va à l'école.
She goes to school. She goes to school.
Il fait de l'exercice.
He exercises. He exercises.
Je vais à la piscine.
I go to the swimming pool. I go to the swimming pool.
Je fais du tennis.
I play tennis. I play tennis.
Tu vas au cinéma?
Are you going to the cinema? Are you going to the cinema?
Tu fais du sport?
Do you do sports? Do you do sports?
Il va au match de football.
He's going to the football match. He's going to the football match.
Il fait de la moto.
He rides a motorcycle. He rides a motorcycle.
Elle va au restaurant.
She goes to the restaurant. She goes to the restaurant.
Elle fait du sport.
She plays sports. She plays sports.
Nous allons au cinéma.
We're going to the cinema. We're going to the cinema.
Nous faisons du football.
We play football. We play football.
Vous allez au théâtre?
Are you going to the theater? Are you going to the theater?
Vous faites du yoga?
Do you do yoga? Do you do yoga?
J'aime faire du sport.
I like playing sports. I like playing sports.
Vous détestez manger au restaurant?
Do you hate eating out? Do you hate eating out?
Il adore jouer au basket.
He loves playing basketball. He loves playing basketball.
Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Je ne vais pas aller en France.
I'm not going to go to France. I'm not going to go to France.
Elle ne va pas prendre de vacances.
She's not going to take a vacation. She's not going to take a vacation.
J'habite en Grèce.
I live in Greece. I live in Greece.
Je travaille en France.
I work in France. I work in France.
Je vais en Italie.
I'm going to Italy. I'm going to Italy.
Elle va au Japon.
She's going to Japan. She's going to Japan.
Il habite aux États-Unis.
He lives in the United States. He lives in the United States.
On fait du tennis.
We play tennis. We play tennis.
On va au cinéma?
Are we going to the cinema? Are we going to the cinema?
Je voudrais louer une voiture.
I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to rent a car.
Je voudrais travailler à Nice.
I'd like to work in Nice. I'd like to work in Nice.
Je voudrais prendre un taxi.
I'd like to take a taxi. I'd like to take a taxi.
J'aimerais un steak frites.
I'd like steak and chips. I'd like steak and chips.
J'aimerais rester à la maison.
I'd like to stay at home. I'd like to stay at home.
Je pars vendredi et je rentre dimanche.
I'm leaving on Friday and I'm coming back on Sunday. I'm leaving on Friday and I'm coming back on Sunday.
Elle part en vacances mardi prochain.
She's going on holiday next Tuesday. She's going on holiday next Tuesday.
Je pars en France pour 3 jours.
I'm going to France for 3 days. I'm going to France for 3 days.
Je voudrais louer une voiture pour une semaine.
I'd like to rent a car for a week. I'd like to rent a car for a week.
Il est serveur.
He's a waiter. He's a waiter.
Elle est serveuse.
She's a waitress. She's a waitress.
Il est étudiant.
He's a student. He's a student.
Elle est étudiante.
She's a student. She's a student.
Je suis célibataire.
I'm single. I'm single.
Il est retraité.
He's retired. He's retired.
Nous sommes divorcés.
We're divorced. We're divorced.
Vous avez quel âge?
How old are you? How old are you?
J'ai 24 ans.
I'm 24 years old. I'm 24 years old.
J'ai 2 enfants.
I have 2 children. I have 2 children.
Je n'ai pas d'enfants.
I have no children. I have no children.
Elle parle bien français.
She speaks good French. She speaks good French.
Quel est votre nom?
What's your name? What's your name?
Quelle est votre adresse?
What's your address? What's your address?
Quel est le numéro de votre chambre?
What's your room number? What's your room number?
Quelle est votre profession?
What's your profession? What's your profession?
Quel est le problème?
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Quelle est la solution?
What's the solution? What's the solution?
Vous êtes anglaise?
Are you English? Are you English?
Non, je ne suis pas anglaise.
No, I'm not English. No, I'm not English.
Je ne trouve pas votre nom.
I can't find your name. I can't find your name.
Vous n'êtes pas sur ma liste.
You're not on my list. You're not on my list.
Il y a une piscine?
Is there a swimming pool? Is there a swimming pool?
Vous avez un sauna?
Do you have a sauna? Do you have a sauna?
J'ai un problème.
I have a problem. I have a problem.
Tu as un passeport?
Do you have a passport? Do you have a passport?
Il a un travail intéressant.
He has an interesting job. He has an interesting job.
Elle a une maison à Paris.
She has a house in Paris. She has a house in Paris.
Nous avons 2 enfants.
We have 2 children. We have 2 children.
Vous avez un chat?
Do you have a cat? Do you have a cat?
Ils ont une voiture de sport.
They have a sports car. They have a sports car.
Elles ont un restaurant.
They have a restaurant. They have a restaurant.
Excusez-moi, je cherche une banque.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a bank. Excuse me, I'm looking for a bank.
Excusez-moi, je cherche la gare.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the station. Excuse me, I'm looking for the station.
C'est à 10 minutes à pied.
It's 10 minutes walk. It's 10 minutes walk.
C'est à 20 minutes en voiture.
It's 20 minutes by car. It's 20 minutes by car.
C'est à 600 mètres.
It's 600 meters from here. It's 600 meters from here.
La première rue à gauche.
The first street on the left. The first street on the left.
La deuxième rue à droite.
The second street on the right. The second street on the right.
J'adore les tomates.
I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
Vous aimez le poisson?
Do you like fish? Do you like fish?
Qu'est-ce que vous aimez?
What do you like? What do you like?
J'adore la mousse au chocolat.
I love chocolate mousse. I love chocolate mousse.
J'aime beaucoup les légumes.
I like vegetables a lot. I like vegetables a lot.
J'aime bien les fruits.
I quite like fruit. I quite like fruit.
Je n'aime pas tellement les escargots.
I am not too keen on snails. I am not too keen on snails.
Je n'aime pas du tout le poulet.
I don't like chicken at all. I don't like chicken at all.
Je déteste les épinards.
I hate spinach. I hate spinach.
Je voudrais une bière.
I would like a beer. I would like a beer.
Je prends un café.
I'll have a coffee. I'll have a coffee.
Un thé, s'il vous plaît.
A tea, please. A tea, please.
Oui, c'est lui.
Yes, it's him. Yes, it's him.
Il est avec moi.
He is with me. He is with me.
Quelle est votre profession?
What is your job? What is your job?
Quel est votre métier?
What is your job? What is your job?
Je travaille dans une entreprise d'informatique.
I work in an IT company. I work in an IT company.
Je travaille dans une banque.
I work in a bank. I work in a bank.
Il travaille dans le marketing.
He works in marketing. He works in marketing.
Elle travaille dans le journalisme.
She works in journalism. She works in journalism.
Il est mécanicien.
He is a mechanic. He is a mechanic.
Elle est mécanicienne.
She is a mechanic. She is a mechanic.
Tu aimes bien voyager seul?
Do you like traveling by yourself? Do you like traveling by yourself?
Est-ce que vous aimez conduire de nuit?
Do you like driving at night? Do you like driving at night?
Est-ce que vous aimez bien les voyages organisés?
Do you like package tours? Do you like package tours?
Je préfère dormir à l'hôtel.
I prefer to sleep in a hotel. I prefer to sleep in a hotel.
Je préfère prendre l'autoroute.
I prefer to take the motorway. I prefer to take the motorway.
Je préférerais ne pas laisser ma voiture ici.
I'd prefer not to leave my car here. I'd prefer not to leave my car here.
J'aimerais mieux faire le voyage par beau temps.
I'd rather make the journey in good weather. I'd rather make the journey in good weather.
J'aimerais mieux être assise côté fenêtre.
I'd rather sit next to the window. I'd rather sit next to the window.
Votre billet, s'il vous plaît.
Ticket, please. Ticket, please.
Je peux m'asseoir ici?
Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I sit here?
Continuez tout droit jusqu'au feu.
Go straight on till you get to the traffic lights. Go straight on till you get to the traffic lights.
Prenez la deuxième à gauche.
Take the second turning on the left. Take the second turning on the left.
C'est en face de la cathédrale.
It's opposite the cathedral. It's opposite the cathedral.
C'est tout près.
It's very near. It's very near.
On peut y aller à pied.
It's within walking distance. It's within walking distance.
C'est à 3 arrêts d'ici.
It's 3 stops from here. It's 3 stops from here.
Je voudrais une chambre avec un balcon.
I'd like a room with a balcony. I'd like a room with a balcony.
Je voudrais réserver une chambre double pour 2 nuits.
I'd like to book a double room for 2 nights. I'd like to book a double room for 2 nights.
Je souhaite rester 3 nuits.
I'd like to stay 3 nights. I'd like to stay 3 nights.
Je souhaite louer votre gîte pendant 2 semaines.
I'd like to book your gîte for 2 weeks. I'd like to book your gîte for 2 weeks.
Je veux qu'on me rembourse.
I want a refund. I want a refund.
On ne veut pas de chambre côté rue.
We don't want a room overlooking the road. We don't want a room overlooking the road.
Est-ce que vous avez des informations sur le logement?
Do you have any information about accommodation? Do you have any information about accommodation?
Est-ce que vous avez des chambres de libre?
Have you got any rooms free? Have you got any rooms free?
Vous avez Wi-Fi?
Do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have Wi-Fi?
Est-ce que vous auriez des serviettes, s'il vous plaît?
Would you have any towels, please? Would you have any towels, please?
Est-ce que je peux avoir la clé de ma chambre, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have the key to my room, please? Can I have the key to my room, please?
Est-ce que je peux avoir un reçu, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have a receipt, please? Can I have a receipt, please?
Est-ce qu'on peut avoir une liste des logements disponibles?
Can we have a list of available accommodation? Can we have a list of available accommodation?
Est-ce que je pourrais avoir 2 serviettes en plus?
Could I have 2 more towels? Could I have 2 more towels?
Est-ce que vous pouvez me confirmer la réservation par email?
Can you confirm the booking by email? Can you confirm the booking by email?
Est-ce que vous pouvez m'appeler pour me réveiller à 7 heures, s'il vous plaît?
Can you give me an alarm call at 7 o'clock, please? Can you give me an alarm call at 7 o'clock, please?
Est-ce que vous pourriez changer les serviettes, s'il vous plaît?
Could you change the towels, please? Could you change the towels, please?
Vous pourriez me montrer la chambre, s'il vous plaît?
Could you show me the room, please? Could you show me the room, please?
Est-ce que ça vous dérangerait de me montrer comment marche la cuisinière?
Would you mind showing me how the cooker works? Would you mind showing me how the cooker works?
Est-ce que ça vous dérangerait de m'appeler un taxi?
Would you mind calling a taxi for me? Would you mind calling a taxi for me?
Ça vous dérangerait de monter mes valises à ma chambre?
Would you mind taking my suitcases up to my room? Would you mind taking my suitcases up to my room?
Je suis étudiante.
I'm a student. I'm a student.
Je suis canadien.
I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian.
Je suis du sud de l'Angleterre.
I'm from the south of England. I'm from the south of England.
On est en vacances.
We're on holiday. We're on holiday.
Nous sommes les propriétaires.
We're the owners. We're the owners.
J'ai réservé une chambre double pour cette nuit.
I booked a double room for tonight. I booked a double room for tonight.
Je m'appelle Madame Smith.
My name is Mrs. Smith. My name is Mrs. Smith.
Mon nom de famille c'est Maurice.
My surname is Morris. My surname is Morris.
Et mon prénom c'est Emma.
And my first name is Emma. And my first name is Emma.
Est-ce que c'est cher?
Is it expensive? Is it expensive?
Est-ce que c'est un hôtel moderne?
Is it a modern hotel? Is it a modern hotel?
Il nous faut du pain.
We need bread. We need bread.
J'ai besoin de lait.
I need milk. I need milk.
Nous avons besoin de miel et de biscuits.
We need honey and biscuits. We need honey and biscuits.
J'ai de la bière dans le frigo.
I have some beer in the fridge. I have some beer in the fridge.
1 kilo de pommes.
A kilo of apples. A kilo of apples.
500 grammes de cerises.
500 grams of cherries. 500 grams of cherries.
1 litre de lait.
A liter of milk. A liter of milk.
1 demi-litre de vin.
Half a liter of wine. Half a liter of wine.
Une tranche de pain.
A slice of bread. A slice of bread.
Un morceau de fromage.
A piece of cheese. A piece of cheese.
Une bouteille de vin.
A bottle of wine. A bottle of wine.
Je n'ai pas d'eau minérale.
I don't have any mineral water. I don't have any mineral water.
Ça fait combien?
How much is it? How much is it?
Je vous dois combien?
How much do I owe you? How much do I owe you?
Ça coûte combien?
How much does it cost? How much does it cost?
Vous avez la monnaie?
Do you have the right change? Do you have the right change?
Non, je n'ai pas de monnaie.
No, I don't have any change. No, I don't have any change.
Tu peux venir dimanche?
Can you come on Sunday? Can you come on Sunday?
Je peux, oui.
I can, yes. I can, yes.
Il ne peut pas partir vendredi.
He can't leave on Friday. He can't leave on Friday.
Vous savez nager?
Can you swim? Can you swim?
Je ne sais pas conduire.
I can't drive. I can't drive.
Je veux partir tôt.
I want to leave early. I want to leave early.
Sur le TGV, il faut réserver.
On the TGV, you must reserve a seat. On the TGV, you must reserve a seat.
Je dois partir à 8 heures.
I must leave at 8 o'clock. I must leave at 8 o'clock.
Il ne doit pas réserver une place.
He doesn't have to book a seat. He doesn't have to book a seat.
C'est un livre intéressant.
It's an interesting book. It's an interesting book.
C'est une exposition intéressante.
It's an interesting exhibition. It's an interesting exhibition.
Il y a un nouveau film au cinéma.
There's a new film at the cinema. There's a new film at the cinema.
Nous ne sommes pas arrivés à l'heure.
We didn't arrive on time. We didn't arrive on time.
Il est 11h15.
It's 11:15. It's 11:15.
Il est 8h moins le quart.
It's 7:45. It's 7:45.
Il est 6h30.
It's 6:30. It's 6:30.
Il est 10h05.
It's 10:05. It's 10:05.
Il est 2h moins 10.
It's 10:50. It's 10:50.
Il est 2h du matin.
It's 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning.
Il est 3h de l'après-midi.
It's 3 in the afternoon. It's 3 in the afternoon.
Il est 8h du soir.
It's 8 in the evening. It's 8 in the evening.
Tu as mon numéro de téléphone?
Do you have my phone number? Do you have my phone number?
Je viens de rentrer du travail.
I've just come back from work. I've just come back from work.
Nous venons de manger.
We've just eaten. We've just eaten.
Ils viennent de Londres.
They are coming from London. They are coming from London.
Vous venez jouer au tennis, ce soir?
Are you coming to play tennis tonight? Are you coming to play tennis tonight?
Vous venez de jouer au tennis?
Have you just played tennis? Have you just played tennis?
Je n'ai rien trouvé.
I have found nothing. I have found nothing.
Je ne suis jamais allé à Leeds.
I have never been to Leeds. I have never been to Leeds.
Vous êtes marié?
Are you married? Are you married?
Ils ont quel âge?
How old are they? How old are they?
Je n'ai pas d'enfant.
I don't have children. I don't have children.
Ravi de faire votre connaissance.
Delighted to meet you. Delighted to meet you.
Je vais passer une journée à Bruxelles.
I'm going to spend a day in Brussels. I'm going to spend a day in Brussels.
Je vais prendre le train de 7 heures.
I'm going to take the 7 o'clock train. I'm going to take the 7 o'clock train.
On va passer 2 nuits à Marseille.
We're going to spend 2 nights in Marseille. We're going to spend 2 nights in Marseille.
Ensuite, on va aller à Lisbonne.
Then we're going to go to Lisbon. Then we're going to go to Lisbon.
Normalement, on va d'abord à Madrid.
If all goes well, we'll be going to Madrid first. If all goes well, we'll be going to Madrid first.
Je vais t'emmener à la gare.
I'll take you to the station. I'll take you to the station.
Ne t'en fais pas, je vais prendre le bus.
Don't worry, I'll get the bus. Don't worry, I'll get the bus.
On va t'appeler un taxi.
We'll call you a taxi. We'll call you a taxi.
On va venir te chercher à la gare.
We'll come and pick you up at the railway station. We'll come and pick you up at the railway station.
J'ai l'intention de louer une voiture.
I'm planning to hire a car. I'm planning to hire a car.
J'ai l'intention d'aller au Maroc.
I'm planning to go to Morocco. I'm planning to go to Morocco.
Il faut que j'achète mon billet demain.
I have to buy my ticket tomorrow. I have to buy my ticket tomorrow.
Il faut qu'on y soit avant 8 heures.
We have to be there by 8 o'clock. We have to be there by 8 o'clock.
Je dois aller chercher la voiture avant 3 heures.
I must collect the car before 3. I must collect the car before 3.
Je dois prendre le bus à 5h30 demain matin.
I must catch the bus at 5:30 tomorrow morning. I must catch the bus at 5:30 tomorrow morning.
Vous devez présenter votre permis de conduire.
You must show your driving license. You must show your driving license.
Vous devez imprimer votre billet électronique.
You must print out your e-ticket. You must print out your e-ticket.
Je voudrais louer un vélo.
I'd like to hire a bike. I'd like to hire a bike.
Je voudrais prendre le train.
I'd like to take the train. I'd like to take the train.
Je veux aller à Toulouse.
I want to go to Toulouse. I want to go to Toulouse.
On veut partir demain matin.
We want to leave tomorrow morning. We want to leave tomorrow morning.
Je souhaite échanger mon billet.
I want to change my ticket. I want to change my ticket.
Je ne souhaite pas voyager en première classe.
I don't want to travel first class. I don't want to travel first class.
J'ai envie de passer par Nantes.
I feel like going via Nantes. I feel like going via Nantes.
On n'a pas envie de passer 6 heures dans le train.
We don't feel like spending 6 hours on the train. We don't feel like spending 6 hours on the train.
J'ai bien envie d'aller à La Rochelle.
I quite fancy going to La Rochelle. I quite fancy going to La Rochelle.
On pourrait y aller demain.
We could go there tomorrow. We could go there tomorrow.
On peut y aller à pied, si tu préfères.
We can walk, if you prefer. We can walk, if you prefer.
Je peux te déposer, si tu veux.
I can give you a lift, if you like. I can give you a lift, if you like.
Je peux te retrouver à l'aéroport, si tu veux.
I can meet you at the airport, if you like. I can meet you at the airport, if you like.
Tu veux aller te baigner?
Would you like to go for a swim? Would you like to go for a swim?
Tu veux te reposer un peu?
Would you like to have a little rest? Would you like to have a little rest?
Est-ce que tu veux prendre le volant?
Would you like to drive? Would you like to drive?
Vous voulez y aller à pied?
Would you like to walk there? Would you like to walk there?
Est-ce que vous voulez qu'on s'arrête ici?
Would you like to stop here? Would you like to stop here?
Pourquoi ne pas louer une voiture?
Why don't we hire a car? Why don't we hire a car?
Pourquoi ne pas prendre le métro?
Why don't we take the metro? Why don't we take the metro?
Pourquoi pas demander au chauffeur?
Why don't we ask the driver? Why don't we ask the driver?
Et si on prenait le bateau pour y aller?
How about going there by boat? How about going there by boat?
Et si on passait par Cannes?
How about going via Cannes? How about going via Cannes?
C'est par là?
Is it this way? Is it this way?
C'est près d'ici?
Is it near here? Is it near here?
Est-ce que c'est loin?
Is it far? Is it far?
Est-ce que c'est le train pour Amsterdam?
Is this the train for Amsterdam? Is this the train for Amsterdam?
Est-ce que c'est le bon arrêt pour le musée, s'il vous plaît?
Is this the right stop for the museum? Is this the right stop for the museum?
Est-ce que cette place est libre?
Is this seat free? Is this seat free?
Il y a une station-service près d'ici, s'il vous plaît?
Is there a petrol station near here, please? Is there a petrol station near here, please?
Il y a une station de métro près d'ici?
Is there an underground station near here? Is there an underground station near here?
Il y a des restaurants près d'ici?
Are there any restaurants around here? Are there any restaurants around here?
Est-ce qu'il y a des tarifs étudiants?
Is there a discount for students? Is there a discount for students?
Où est la station de taxi la plus proche, s'il vous plaît?
Where's the nearest taxi rank, please? Where's the nearest taxi rank, please?
Où sont les toilettes?
Where are the toilets? Where are the toilets?
Je dois prendre quelle ligne, s'il vous plaît?
Which line do I take, please? Which line do I take, please?
Quels bus vont en centre-ville?
Which buses go to the town center? Which buses go to the town center?
De quel quai part le train pour Paris?
Which platform does the train for Paris leave from? Which platform does the train for Paris leave from?
Excusez-moi, c'est quelle direction pour Brest, s'il vous plaît?
Excuse me, which way do I go for Brest, please? Excuse me, which way do I go for Brest, please?
C'est quelle direction pour aller au Stade de France, s'il vous plaît?
Which way is it to the Stade de France, please? Which way is it to the Stade de France, please?
On embarque à quelle heure?
What time are we boarding? What time are we boarding?
Le train part à quelle heure?
What time does the train leave? What time does the train leave?
À quelle heure est-ce qu'on arrive à Bruxelles?
What time do we get to Brussels? What time do we get to Brussels?
Le départ est bien à 7 heures?
The departure is at 7, isn't it? The departure is at 7, isn't it?
Le bus arrive bien à 9h30?
The bus arrives at 9:30, doesn't it? The bus arrives at 9:30, doesn't it?
Il y a un bus pour Genève tous les combien?
How often is there a bus for Geneva? How often is there a bus for Geneva?
Il y a un vol pour Londres tous les combien?
How often is there a flight to London? How often is there a flight to London?
Il faut faire le plein tous les combien de kilomètres?
How often do you have to fill up the tank? How often do you have to fill up the tank?
Ça prend combien de temps?
How long does it take? How long does it take?
Ça prend combien de temps pour aller à la gare?
How long does it take to get to the railway station? How long does it take to get to the railway station?
Ça prend combien de temps pour aller de Lille à Paris?
How long does it take to get from Lille to Paris? How long does it take to get from Lille to Paris?
Le voyage prend combien de temps?
How long does the journey take? How long does the journey take?
On va mettre combien de temps pour y aller?
How long will it take us to get there? How long will it take us to get there?
Combien coûte un ticket pour Lyon?
How much is a ticket to Lyon? How much is a ticket to Lyon?
Combien coûte le péage entre Paris et Orléans?
How much is the motorway toll between Paris and Orleans? How much is the motorway toll between Paris and Orleans?
Combien est-ce que ça coûterait de louer une voiture pour 2 jours?
How much would it cost to hire a car for 2 days? How much would it cost to hire a car for 2 days?
Est-ce que je peux payer par carte bleue?
Can I pay by debit card? Can I pay by debit card?
Est-ce que je peux louer une voiture pour la journée?
Can I hire a car for the day? Can I hire a car for the day?
Est-ce qu'on peut fumer dans le train?
Is smoking allowed on the train? Is smoking allowed on the train?
Est-ce qu'on peut y aller à pied?
Can you walk there? Can you walk there?
Est-ce qu'il est possible de changer son billet par Internet?
Can you change your ticket on the internet? Can you change your ticket on the internet?
Est-ce que je peux avoir un plan du métro, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have a map of the underground, please? Can I have a map of the underground, please?
Est-ce que je peux avoir une carte à la semaine, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have a weekly pass, please? Can I have a weekly pass, please?
Est-ce que je pourrais avoir les horaires des trains, s'il vous plaît?
Could I have a train timetable, please? Could I have a train timetable, please?
Est-ce que vous avez les horaires des bus?
Do you have any bus timetables? Do you have any bus timetables?
Vous avez des voitures plus petites en location?
Do you have smaller cars to hire? Do you have smaller cars to hire?
Est-ce qu'il vous reste des places côté couloir?
Have you got any aisle seats left? Have you got any aisle seats left?
Un aller simple, s'il vous plaît.
A single, please. A single, please.
Une place côté fenêtre, s'il vous plaît.
A window seat, please. A window seat, please.
3 billets retour pour Montréal, s'il vous plaît.
3 returns to Montreal, please. 3 returns to Montreal, please.
Est-ce que vous pouvez me prévenir quand on arrivera à l'arrêt du musée?
Can you tell me when we're near the museum stop? Can you tell me when we're near the museum stop?
Vous pouvez me déposer ici, s'il vous plaît?
Can you drop me here, please? Can you drop me here, please?
Vous pouvez nous montrer où ça se trouve sur la carte?
Can you show us where it is on the map? Can you show us where it is on the map?
Est-ce que ça vous dérangerait de m'écrire l'adresse?
Would you mind writing down the address for me? Would you mind writing down the address for me?
Est-ce que ça vous dérangerait de me déposer à mon hôtel?
Would you mind dropping me at my hotel? Would you mind dropping me at my hotel?
Est-ce que ça vous dérangerait de nous montrer où c'est?
Would you mind showing us where it is? Would you mind showing us where it is?
J'aime bien ces routes de campagne.
I like these country roads. I like these country roads.
J'aime bien voyager en train.
I like traveling by train. I like traveling by train.
J'aime beaucoup cette voiture.
I like this car a lot. I like this car a lot.
J'aime l'avion.
I love flying. I love flying.
Je n'aime pas les voitures automatiques.
I don't like automatics. I don't like automatics.
Je n'aime pas conduire à droite.
I don't like driving on the right. I don't like driving on the right.
Tu aimes bien cette région?
Do you like this area? Do you like this area?
C'est loin?
Is it far? Is it far?
Le petit déjeuner est inclus dans le prix?
Is breakfast included in the price? Is breakfast included in the price?
Est-ce que toutes les charges sont comprises dans le loyer?
Are all the bills included in the rent? Are all the bills included in the rent?
Est-ce qu'il y a un endroit où manger près d'ici?
Is there anywhere near here where we can get something to eat? Is there anywhere near here where we can get something to eat?
Est-ce qu'il y a vue sur la mer?
Is there a sea view? Is there a sea view?
Est-ce qu'il y a le chauffage central dans l'appartement?
Is there central heating in the apartment? Is there central heating in the apartment?
Excusez-moi, je cherche le camping.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the campsite. Excuse me, I'm looking for the campsite.
Je cherche une chambre d'hôte pour ce soir.
I'm looking for a B&B for tonight. I'm looking for a B&B for tonight.
On cherche l'hôtel du Nord.
We're looking for the Hotel du Nord. We're looking for the Hotel du Nord.
Quel est le nom de l'hôtel?
What's the name of the hotel? What's the name of the hotel?
Quel est le numéro de l'agence immobilière?
What's the number for the letting agency? What's the number for the letting agency?
Quelle est l'adresse du propriétaire?
What's the address of the landlord? What's the address of the landlord?
Quels sont vos tarifs?
What are your rates? What are your rates?
Où est le bar?
Where's the bar? Where's the bar?
Où est la salle de fitness?
Where's the gym? Where's the gym?
Où sont les ascenseurs?
Where are the lifts? Where are the lifts?
Où est-ce que je peux brancher mon portable?
Where can I plug in my laptop? Where can I plug in my laptop?
À quelle heure est le dîner?
What time's dinner? What time's dinner?
À quelle heure vous fermez les portes le soir?
What time do you lock the doors at night? What time do you lock the doors at night?
Il faut libérer la chambre avant quelle heure?
What time do we have to vacate the room by? What time do we have to vacate the room by?
Vous servez le petit déjeuner jusqu'à quelle heure?
What time do you serve breakfast till? What time do you serve breakfast till?
C'est combien pour une nuit en chambre double?
How much is a double room per night? How much is a double room per night?
C'est combien pour la pension complète?
How much is full board? How much is full board?
Combien ça coûterait de louer un gîte pour tout le mois de juillet?
How much would it be to rent a gîte for the whole of July? How much would it be to rent a gîte for the whole of July?
Il vous reste combien de chambres avec salle de bain?
How many ensuite rooms do you have left? How many ensuite rooms do you have left?
Il y a combien de lits dans la chambre familiale?
How many beds are there in the family room? How many beds are there in the family room?
Est-ce que je peux voir la chambre?
Can I see the room? Can I see the room?
Est-ce que je peux laisser mes valises ici 5 minutes?
Can I leave my suitcases here for 5 minutes? Can I leave my suitcases here for 5 minutes?
Est-ce qu'on peut utiliser la piscine?
Can we use the pool? Can we use the pool?
Est-ce qu'on peut camper ici?
Can we camp here? Can we camp here?
Ça vous dérange si je gare ma voiture dehors un instant?
Do you mind if I park my car outside for a moment? Do you mind if I park my car outside for a moment?
Ça vous dérange si je paye par carte de crédit?
Do you mind if I pay by credit card? Do you mind if I pay by credit card?
Vous permettez que je me serve de la machine à laver?
Am I allowed to use the washing machine? Am I allowed to use the washing machine?
On a le droit de se servir du barbecue?
Are we allowed to use the barbecue? Are we allowed to use the barbecue?
On a le droit d'emmener notre chien.
Are we allowed to bring our dog? Are we allowed to bring our dog?
J'aime bien les petits hôtels.
I like small hotels. I like small hotels.
J'aime bien les campings de montagne.
I like campsites in the mountains. I like campsites in the mountains.
J'adore cette pension de famille.
I love this guest house. I love this guest house.
Je n'aime pas cet hôtel.
I don't like this hotel. I don't like this hotel.
On n'aime pas tout prévoir à l'avance.
We don't like to plan everything in advance. We don't like to plan everything in advance.
Je déteste cette décoration.
I hate this decor. I hate this decor.
Je préfère cet hôtel.
I prefer this hotel. I prefer this hotel.
Je préfère loger chez l'habitant.
I prefer to stay with a family. I prefer to stay with a family.
Je préférerais ne pas attendre pour réserver un hôtel.
I'd prefer not to wait to book a hotel. I'd prefer not to wait to book a hotel.
J'aimerais mieux être dans le centre-ville.
I'd rather be in the town center. I'd rather be in the town center.
J'aimerais mieux être en colocation que de vivre seul.
I'd rather share a flat than live on my own. I'd rather share a flat than live on my own.
On aimerait mieux vivre à la campagne que d'avoir un appartement en ville.
We'd prefer to live in the country than have a flat in town. We'd prefer to live in the country than have a flat in town.
Je trouve la chambre un peu petite.
I think the bedroom's a bit small. I think the bedroom's a bit small.
J'ai trouvé le service excellent.
I thought the service was excellent. I thought the service was excellent.
Je trouve qu'il y a trop de bruit la nuit.
I find that there's too much noise at night. I find that there's too much noise at night.
À mon avis, c'est trop cher pour ce que c'est.
In my opinion, it's too expensive for what it is. In my opinion, it's too expensive for what it is.
À mon avis, c'est parfait pour ce dont on a besoin.
In my opinion, it's perfect for our needs. In my opinion, it's perfect for our needs.
À mon avis, la chambre est trop petite.
In my opinion, the room is too small. In my opinion, the room is too small.
À mon avis, c'est complètement inacceptable.
In my view, it's completely unacceptable. In my view, it's completely unacceptable.
Je peux confirmer les dates demain, si vous voulez.
I can confirm the dates tomorrow, if you like. I can confirm the dates tomorrow, if you like.
Je peux vous envoyer un acompte, si vous voulez.
I can send you a deposit, if you like. I can send you a deposit, if you like.
On peut chercher un autre hôtel, si tu veux.
We can look for another hotel, if you like. We can look for another hotel, if you like.
Vous voulez que je vous paye en liquide?
Would you like me to pay cash? Would you like me to pay cash?
Vous voulez que je vous montre ma réservation?
Would you like me to show you my booking? Would you like me to show you my booking?
Tu veux que je prenne le lit du haut?
Would you like me to take the top bunk? Would you like me to take the top bunk?
Est-ce que vous voulez qu'on vous laisse nos passeports?
Would you like to keep our passports? Would you like to keep our passports?
Est-ce que vous me conseillez de réserver à l'avance?
Would you advise me to book in advance? Would you advise me to book in advance?
Est-ce que vous nous conseillez d'amener des sacs de couchage?
Would you advise us to bring sleeping bags? Would you advise us to bring sleeping bags?
Vous me conseillez d'amener de quoi manger?
Would you advise me to bring something to eat? Would you advise me to bring something to eat?
Est-ce que vous recommandez cet hôtel?
Would you recommend this hotel? Would you recommend this hotel?
Est-ce que vous recommandez cette agence immobilière?
Would you recommend this estate agency? Would you recommend this estate agency?
Est-ce que vous nous recommandez de louer à la semaine?
Would you recommend that we rent by the week? Would you recommend that we rent by the week?
Vous nous recommandez de prendre un appartement en ville?
Would you recommend us to take a flat in town? Would you recommend us to take a flat in town?
Il faut que je passe à la réception pour payer.
I have to go to the reception to pay. I have to go to the reception to pay.
Il faut que je note l'adresse de l'hôtel.
I have to write down the address of the hotel. I have to write down the address of the hotel.
Il faut qu'on parte à 6 heures demain matin.
We have to leave at 6 tomorrow morning. We have to leave at 6 tomorrow morning.
Il faudrait que je fasse une lessive.
I ought to do a load of washing. I ought to do a load of washing.
Il faudrait que je décharge la voiture.
I ought to unload the car. I ought to unload the car.
Il faudrait qu'on se lève avant 7 heures.
We ought to be up by 7 in the morning. We ought to be up by 7 in the morning.
Il faudrait qu'on ait le double des clés.
We ought to have a spare set of keys. We ought to have a spare set of keys.
Je dois me lever tôt demain.
I must get up early tomorrow. I must get up early tomorrow.
Je dois rendre les clés au propriétaire.
I must give the keys back to the owner. I must give the keys back to the owner.
On doit absolument trouver un logement avant la fin du mois.
We absolutely must find accommodation by the end of the month. We absolutely must find accommodation by the end of the month.
J'ai besoin d'un lit d'enfant.
I need a cot. I need a cot.
J'ai besoin de téléphoner en Écosse.
I need to call Scotland. I need to call Scotland.
Nous avons besoin d'une chambre au rez-de-chaussée.
We need a room on the ground floor. We need a room on the ground floor.
Est-ce qu'il faut que je laisse la clé à la réception quand je sors?
Do I have to leave the key at the reception when I go out? Do I have to leave the key at the reception when I go out?
Est-ce qu'il faut qu'on emmène des sacs de couchage?
Do we need to bring sleeping bags? Do we need to bring sleeping bags?
Est-ce qu'il faut vous prévenir quand on quitte l'hôtel?
Do we have to let you know when we leave the hotel? Do we have to let you know when we leave the hotel?
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que j'emmène?
What do I need to bring? What do I need to bring?
Quand est-ce qu'il faut qu'on libère la chambre?
When do we have to vacate the room? When do we have to vacate the room?
Est-ce que je dois faire le ménage dans l'appartement avant de partir?
Do I need to clean the flat before leaving? Do I need to clean the flat before leaving?
Est-ce que je dois réserver?
Do I need to book? Do I need to book?
Est-ce qu'on doit laisser un pourboire à la femme de chambre?
Do we need to leave a tip for the housekeeper? Do we need to leave a tip for the housekeeper?
Je loge en auberge de jeunesse la première semaine.
I'm staying in a youth hostel the first week. I'm staying in a youth hostel the first week.
Je loge chez l'habitant le premier soir.
I'm staying with a host family the first night. I'm staying with a host family the first night.
Ensuite je dors à l'hôtel.
Then I'm staying in a hotel. Then I'm staying in a hotel.
Je serai à l'hôtel à 17 heures.
I'll be at the hotel at 5 p.m. I'll be at the hotel at 5 p.m.
Je paierai le loyer à l'avance.
I'll pay the rent in advance. I'll pay the rent in advance.
On arrivera dans la soirée.
We'll arrive in the evening. We'll arrive in the evening.
Je vais loger à Biarritz.
I'm going to stay in Biarritz. I'm going to stay in Biarritz.
Je vais louer un chalet à la montagne.
I'm going to rent a chalet in the mountains. I'm going to rent a chalet in the mountains.
On va faire du camping.
We're going to camp. We're going to camp.
J'ai l'intention de louer un appartement.
I intend to rent a flat. I intend to rent a flat.
J'ai l'intention de trouver un gîte.
I intend to find a gîte. I intend to find a gîte.
Je compte rester jusqu'à vendredi.
I intend to stay until Friday. I intend to stay until Friday.
On compte partir demain après le petit déjeuner.
We intend to leave after breakfast tomorrow. We intend to leave after breakfast tomorrow.
Il y a trop de bruit.
There's too much noise. There's too much noise.
Il y a une fuite au plafond.
There's a leak in the ceiling. There's a leak in the ceiling.
Il y a des cafards dans l'appartement.
There are cockroaches in the apartment. There are cockroaches in the apartment.
Il n'y a pas d'eau chaude.
There isn't any hot water. There isn't any hot water.
Il n'y a pas de serviette propre dans la chambre.
There aren't any clean towels in the room. There aren't any clean towels in the room.
La chambre n'a pas de balcon.
The room doesn't have a balcony. The room doesn't have a balcony.
L'appartement n'a pas la climatisation.
The apartment doesn't have air conditioning. The apartment doesn't have air conditioning.
L'appartement est sale.
The apartment's dirty. The apartment's dirty.
L'eau de la piscine n'est pas très propre.
The water in the swimming pool isn't very clean. The water in the swimming pool isn't very clean.
Cet hôtel est trop bruyant.
This hotel's too noisy. This hotel's too noisy.
Il fait trop chaud ici.
It's too hot in here. It's too hot in here.
Vous cherchez quel type de logement?
What type of accommodation are you looking for? What type of accommodation are you looking for?
La réservation est à quel nom?
Whose name is the booking in? Whose name is the booking in?
Pour combien de nuits?
For how many nights? For how many nights?
Pour combien de personnes?
For how many people? For how many people?
Le petit déjeuner est inclus dans le prix.
Breakfast is included in the price. Breakfast is included in the price.
Je peux voir votre passeport, s'il vous plaît?
Can I see your passport, please? Can I see your passport, please?
Nous sommes complets.
We're full. We're full.
Il y a une caution de 300 €.
There's a €300 deposit. There's a €300 deposit.
Vous êtes joignable à quel numéro?
What number can we contact you on? What number can we contact you on?
Les chiens ne sont pas admis.
We don't allow dogs. We don't allow dogs.
Vous voulez régler comment?
How would you like to pay? How would you like to pay?
Remplissez ce formulaire, s'il vous plaît.
Please fill in this form. Please fill in this form.
Signez ici, s'il vous plaît.
Please sign here. Please sign here.
Vous pouvez épeler votre nom, s'il vous plaît?
Can you spell your name for me, please? Can you spell your name for me, please?
Où est-ce qu'on se retrouve?
Where shall we meet? Where shall we meet?
Où est-ce que tu veux que je vienne te prendre?
Where do you want me to pick you up? Where do you want me to pick you up?
Où est-ce qu'on pourrait aller manger?
Where shall we go to eat? Where shall we go to eat?
À quelle heure est-ce qu'on se retrouve?
What time shall we meet? What time shall we meet?
À quelle heure est-ce qu'elle va arriver?
What time is she going to get here? What time is she going to get here?
Tu as réservé une table pour quelle heure?
What time did you book the table for? What time did you book the table for?
Vous servez jusqu'à quelle heure?
What time do you serve till? What time do you serve till?
On peut arriver à partir de quelle heure?
How early can we come? How early can we come?
Ça te va si on va au restaurant demain soir?
Will it be all right if we go to the restaurant tomorrow night? Will it be all right if we go to the restaurant tomorrow night?
Ça te va si on se retrouve à 7 heures?
Will it be all right if we meet up at 7 p.m.? Will it be all right if we meet up at 7 p.m.?
Ça vous va si on vous rejoint là-bas?
Will it be all right if we meet you there? Will it be all right if we meet you there?
Est-ce qu'il vaut mieux réserver?
Is it better to book? Is it better to book?
Est-ce qu'il vaut mieux arriver en avance?
Is it better to arrive early? Is it better to arrive early?
Est-ce qu'il vaudrait mieux changer notre réservation?
Would it be better to change our reservation? Would it be better to change our reservation?
Est-ce que ça t'irait mieux samedi soir?
Would Saturday evening suit you better? Would Saturday evening suit you better?
Ça m'arrangerait de vous retrouver sur place.
It'd suit me best to meet you there. It'd suit me best to meet you there.
Ça m'arrangerait d'y aller à 8 heures.
It'd suit me best to be there for 8. It'd suit me best to be there for 8.
Ça nous arrangerait d'y aller en voiture.
It'd be better for us to go there by car. It'd be better for us to go there by car.
Où se trouve le restaurant?
Where is the restaurant? Where is the restaurant?
Excusez-moi, où se trouvent les toilettes?
Excuse me, where are the toilets? Excuse me, where are the toilets?
C'est combien une bouteille de blanc du pays?
How much is a bottle of local white wine? How much is a bottle of local white wine?
C'est combien une petite salade?
How much is it for a side salad? How much is it for a side salad?
Il est à combien, le menu?
How much is the set menu? How much is the set menu?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a comme dessert?
What is there for dessert? What is there for dessert?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le cassoulet?
What is in a cassoulet? What is in a cassoulet?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a comme garniture?
What does it come with? What does it come with?
Est-ce que c'est un plat typique de la région?
Is it a local dish? Is it a local dish?
Est-ce que c'est compris dans le menu à 15 €?
Is it included in the €15 set menu? Is it included in the €15 set menu?
Est-ce qu'il est cher, ce restaurant?
Is it an expensive restaurant? Is it an expensive restaurant?
Je voudrais du pain, s'il vous plaît.
I'd like some bread, please. I'd like some bread, please.
Je voudrais une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît.
I'd like a jug of water, please. I'd like a jug of water, please.
On voudrait une autre bouteille de vin.
We'd like another bottle of wine. We'd like another bottle of wine.
Une table pour 2 personnes, s'il vous plaît.
A table for 2, please. A table for 2, please.
Comme entrée, je vais prendre la terrine de lapin.
As a starter, I'll have the rabbit terrine. As a starter, I'll have the rabbit terrine.
Comme plat principal, je vais prendre le saumon.
For the main course, I'll have salmon. For the main course, I'll have salmon.
Je vais prendre la mousse au chocolat comme dessert.
For dessert, I'll have the chocolate mousse. For dessert, I'll have the chocolate mousse.
Comme boisson, nous allons prendre une bouteille d'eau pétillante.
We'll have sparkling water to drink. We'll have sparkling water to drink.
Je ne sais pas quoi prendre.
I don't know what to have. I don't know what to have.
Est-ce que vous avez un menu enfant?
Have you got a children's menu? Have you got a children's menu?
Est-ce que vous avez une table en terrasse?
Do you have a table outside? Do you have a table outside?
Vous avez une carte des vins?
Do you have a wine list? Do you have a wine list?
Vous avez une chaise pour bébé?
Do you have a high chair? Do you have a high chair?
Je peux avoir une autre fourchette, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have another fork, please? Can I have another fork, please?
Je peux avoir la carte des desserts, s'il vous plaît?
Can I have the dessert menu, please? Can I have the dessert menu, please?
On peut avoir du pain, s'il vous plaît?
Can we have some bread, please? Can we have some bread, please?
Je pourrais avoir l'addition, s'il vous plaît?
Could I have the bill, please? Could I have the bill, please?
Est-ce que je pourrais avoir de la moutarde, s'il vous plaît?
Could I have some mustard, please? Could I have some mustard, please?
Tu pourrais me passer le sel, s'il te plaît?
Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please?
Tu pourrais me donner du pain, s'il te plaît?
Could you give me some bread, please? Could you give me some bread, please?
Vous pourriez prendre notre commande, s'il vous plaît?
Could you take our order, please? Could you take our order, please?
Est-ce que vous pourriez nous apporter notre café, s'il vous plaît?
Could you bring us our coffee, please? Could you bring us our coffee, please?
Est-ce que vous pourriez revenir dans 5 minutes?
Could you possibly come back in 5 minutes? Could you possibly come back in 5 minutes?
Est-ce que ça vous ennuierait de ne pas fumer?
Would you mind not smoking? Would you mind not smoking?
Est-ce que ça vous ennuierait de fermer la fenêtre?
Would you mind closing the window? Would you mind closing the window?
Est-ce que ça t'ennuierait de changer de place avec moi?
Would you mind swapping seats with me? Would you mind swapping seats with me?
J'aimerais commander, s'il vous plaît.
I'd like to order, please. I'd like to order, please.
J'aimerais voir la carte des desserts.
I'd like to see the dessert menu. I'd like to see the dessert menu.
Je voudrais réserver une table, s'il vous plaît.
I'd like to book a table, please. I'd like to book a table, please.
Nous voudrions commander du vin, s'il vous plaît.
We'd like to order some wine, please. We'd like to order some wine, please.
Nous aimerions payer par carte.
We'd like to pay by card. We'd like to pay by card.
J'ai envie de prendre la fondue savoyarde.
I feel like having the cheese fondue. I feel like having the cheese fondue.
J'ai envie de manger chinois, pour changer.
I feel like having Chinese food for a change. I feel like having Chinese food for a change.
Je n'ai pas envie de prendre d'entrée.
I don't feel like a starter. I don't feel like a starter.
Tu as envie de goûter ma glace.
Would you like to try my ice cream? Would you like to try my ice cream?
J'aime bien le fromage.
I like cheese. I like cheese.
J'aime bien les asperges.
I like asparagus. I like asparagus.
J'adore les fruits de mer.
I love seafood. I love seafood.
Tu aimes les artichauts?
Do you like artichokes? Do you like artichokes?
Vous aimez la cuisine thaïlandaise?
Do you like Thai food? Do you like Thai food?
Je n'aime pas les olives.
I don't like olives. I don't like olives.
Je n'aime pas trop la cuisine mexicaine.
I'm not too keen on Mexican food. I'm not too keen on Mexican food.
J'ai horreur des abats.
I can't stand offal. I can't stand offal.
Tu n'aimes pas les champignons?
Don't you like mushrooms? Don't you like mushrooms?